Okay, we are live with Qiana Patterson,
Hey,
managing partner at NAYAH. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
So, for the audience who doesn't know, as well as I do, what is Cap Table Coalition?
Okay, Cap Table Coalition is basically a grassroots initiative between, like you said, initially Richie Serna, who's the founder and CEO of Phoenix, and several others who came together and said, you know what? Part of the way that we are going to build generational wealth and diversify cap tables and do all these things that most marginalized people don't get access to do and have is by diversifying cap tables. And the way that we could essentially do that is by getting founders to push for greater diversity on their cap tables. How it all started was Alejandro Guerrero from Act One Ventures, which is an LA-based VC fund. Alejandro is a partner there. He wrote the diversity rider in the summer of 2020. It was his way of sort of doing something. And we all know what was going on that summer. And, Richie was in their portfolio. Phoenix was in the portfolio of Act One. And Richie, because he has humble beginnings, he said, I absolutely, at his Series B, said, I want to do this. And as a result, we were able to raise $3 million. It was a diverse group of people that came together. I was one of the co-managers of that SPV. And what happened was it got publicity, as you said, and more founders came to Richie and said, how did you do this? And cap table didn't exist. We just had this desire to diversify cap tables, one with the, writing on the diversity rider, and founders who were pushing for that. And Richie basically said, well, they're these epic humans, these amazing people who volunteered their time. You should talk to them. And that's the origin of Cap Table Coalition. We just said, what is this? Who are we, right? And we're this coalition of people who want to diversify cap tables. And so that's the birth story of Cap Table Coalition. We started with about 80 or so people, and now we're nearing 800 people who are now a part of this coalition, which is really exciting to see. We went from, investing in one company to investing in more than 30 companies, deploying nearly $27 million in the last year. And that's with no fund. That's just, again, all volunteers, all of us just doing the work to really get access to amazing deal flow and pooling our resources together and our time to do this collectively.